A little bit later than usual. We're a little bit later than usual, much like today's teams turning up in the IPL. They're turning up a little bit later than usual. We usually expect them to kick in by now, but we've had a few technical issues. Maybe Mumbai and CSK have had some technical issues. Maybe that's what they're blaming their play on so far. It's the battle of the bottom. It's the battle of the cheaters right now with Mumbai and CSK. We're going to find out exactly what is going on. This is Fan Doosra. It's the show by the fans for the fans, and we're brought to you by Rario.com. We are raring to go. We've been itching. Thank you if you have been bearing with us. This is what's going down. Mumbai versus CSK. Look at that. First message I get. The El Clasico of IPL. No. You know what I'm going to call it? The El Clasico. Class. Because after this match, one of these teams will be class. That's what's going on. What's that?
As if we aren't already.
No, you're not. You're not, actually. Let's start with you then, Prasanna, seeing as you said it. You're still on the brink of being able to save yourself. But if Mumbai lose this game, you've got a whisker of a chance. But right now, Mumbai are living on that whisker. Naresh, what's going on with Mumbai Indians? Both the teams are guilty of giving away runs and things like that. But what's going on with your team?
Yeah, Tommy, this point that you made, both the teams guilty giving away runs, probably we have given early and other teams are following us. The last few games also teams are giving a lot of runs. So maybe it's an opportunity for us to come back. But as far as these two teams today, both they know that they carry the legacy of this league. 9 trophies in 14 years between them. You know, they need to leave the point tables and everything aside and just give the best and play some classic cricket, which they are known for. And Mumbai would be waiting for this game because they know how well they play against Chennai and beat them. So this is an opportunity to come on the points table.
Yeah, no team has ever lost 7 in a row ever. This would be devastating. It would also be one for the record books. Rishi, are you going to be the team that gives Mumbai its first win of 2022?
Not happening, Tommy. Not happening at all. But you know what the worst part about being the bottom 2 table when it comes to Chennai Super King and Mumbai Indians is? Whosoever wins the match today is going to stay at the bottom. There's no way that we can, take over any other IPL team, because the next team, Punjab Kings, is at 6 points. So we will still stay at the bottom of the table. But it's an interesting game. Chennai need a win to survive in the tournament. Mumbai have a very slight mathematical chance, so they will come hard at Chennai Super Kings as well, and they don't want to get that badge of 7 straight losers. So it's going to be an interesting game, but keeping my fingers crossed, I'm not going to say too much when it comes to Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. I've seen it in the past. It's come to bite me in the ass, so I'm just going to keep quiet and hope that we perform well today.
You know what? I've got to say, it's quite exciting from a neutral point of view, because we've got all our acts at the top of the table, but we've got this kind of separate historical CSK, Mumbai. These are the greats. We know it. Look, jokes aside, these are 2 great teams. They're having the run back at the bottom. A bit like a playing card. You can hold it one way up, or you can hold it the other way up, and it still works. So which way you look at the table, this way up, or you look at the table this way up, it's like, oh, there's still action going on both ends of the table. Abhinav, what do you see wrong with Mumbai Indians so far, and what needs to happen today?
Well, it will take me a lot of time if I just keep on letting you know that what are the things going wrong. It's a huge list. You can see the cap which I'm wearing right now. But right now, watching Mumbai Indians is very stressful. I mean, I do have a couple of gray hairs on my head. That is going to hang tight with the cap. But hopefully, tonight is the night we get 2 points. And I don't want to say this, but playing a Chennai Super Kings, I'll prefer playing Chennai Super Kings right now just with those 2 points. The other team are playing, I think we don't just stand a chance against those guys. I guess that in the first game.
Yeah, no, you're right. Let me just say hello to people. Akshat has messaged there. Akshat says, from the bottom. It's table support. That's what the foundations of the table is what's being played for today. Prasanna, you've forgotten your towels. Yes, we are well aware there are some technical issues today with putting out the show. So apologies if there's a delay on the picture. Don't worry, there's no delay on the words, and there definitely won't be no delay to the action. And we're going to make this one a quick one as well. But apologies to all the people that are saying, that's not clear. They want to see you. Look, that's clear. You put your laptop back on your head. Is that enough to do the job?
Well, I think it might be, but I think to be for both teams, it's two kind of similar teams. Both teams have half decent batting. I think our batting lines can do any job on a given day, but it's our bowling that has let us down every single time. So I was surprised if today one team scores 240 first, the other team chases it down. That's how bad both our bowling lines are, to be honest.
I'll tell you changes. Changes need to happen today. What's different you want to see in CSK that you haven't seen so far?
Into this match, I want to see Jordan as far away as he can get from the dugout. I don't want to see him anywhere near the ending. He can stay at the hotel. He can take the flight back to UK. I mean, the way he's bowling, he's just lifting away runs. You're not bowling to someone in the net. You need to understand this is T20 cricket. When you're going away for runs, you need to implement your plans. You need to change your plans quickly. So one thing for sure, I want Pretorius to come back in place of Jordan. The other thing is I want someone from the team management, from the team coaching department to have a word with Moeen Ali. He's looked all over the place this season. He's not the same Moeen Ali that we had in 2021. I think Moeen Ali firing us top of the order is very, very important. Gaikwad came back to perform. Robert is in form, but Moeen Ali, he comes first down. I think it is very crucial for him to find form as well this game.
Okay, and Prasanna, what about Bravo?
I would still keep him because last game he was good. I mean, he bowled a maiden. I mean, that says for itself, and he's still doing the job. And I think, but Chris Jordan, as the great Jeffrey Boycott would say, he's rubbish. He can't bowl in T20 cricket. He's just rubbish bowler. So, but yeah, but. I mean, Jordan had one good game against Punjab Kings and we all got gassed up. But the last 2-3 games, he's really showing that he's really not cut this level. I mean, he's a fantastic fielder, but bowling wise, I don't think he's that great. But in the Punjab Kings game, we actually played both Pretorius and Jordan together. And for the next game, Pretorius was taken out for Deekshana. Deekshana would not take out because he has been superb last 2 games. So the easier option would be take out Jordan and put in Pretorius because Pretorius is very handy with the bat as well. We should not forget that.
Yeah. Just want to say here, Bravo has got 31 wickets against Mumbai, the most by anyone, and the third most by a bowler against a particular opposition in the IPL. So big stats there. Naresh, what needs to change about MI?
And Tommy, that's a very difficult question because, what we have seen Rohit Sharma in the past, he likes to stick with the same playing 11. He and Dhoni have a very similar style of leading to stick with the same playing 11, even if we are not doing well. Last year was frustrating. He didn't make the changes, rather. He played with the same 11 throughout. But here we have seen a lot of changes early. So what's going to change today is very difficult to say. Only option left now to try is Meredith coming in for Mills. Otherwise, we'll have to see what happens. The batting looks good. I think a little unfair on Tim David. He got only 2 games, but as soon as Bravis got an opportunity, he's done very well at number 3. So nothing will change in the batting, but a lot of expectations up front from Rohit and Ishan Kishan. I would say they're the pressure as openers. They have to score big.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and Abhinav, what about Yadav and Pollard? They've got to be key today as well. I know we briefly touched on them before.
Yeah. I think Naresh mentioned it to me some days back that Surya Kumar Yadav is protecting Kieron Pollard at number 5 and 6. And I kind of agree with him there. But I think I have a different opinion on this. If you are batting first, I think I want Suryakumar Yadav to bat at number 4. And yes, if we are chasing it, then I think number 5 is good for him, because we need that depth and Suryakumar experience down the order. And like Rishi mentioned and Naresh as well mentioned, that if Chris Jordan is boarding a flight, I think Timal Mills can join him as well, because Riley Meredith, yes, yeah, I need Riley Meredith to play today, because yes, Timal has got those opportunities, but he hasn't impressed us that much, because 15 economy, 10 economy, I think that's too much. And now we're playing at Brebon as well. So I think get in Meredith. I prefer watching him play rather than Timal Mills.
Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. And I think we've sorted out our technical issues as well. So thank you for bearing with us as well. Rishi, are you praying? Says Varnata. Is that what your tactics are now reduced to, Rishi?
Yeah, I'm praying for the Mumbai fans, because it won't be nice for them to lose to Chennai Super Kings in Mumbai. I know 7 losses in a row can be very, very, very hurtful. It's like a guy being dumped by seven girlfriends in like 7 days. Oh my God, can't take it anymore.
No, you look at it positively. He's lucky to have 7 girlfriends in 7 days.
Yeah. No, I think it's more like being introduced to 7 girls and all of them have said no, because you haven't had the girlfriend. It's more like, could it be? Oh no. Could it be? Oh no. Sorry, Naresh. I'm not jumping on the bat. I was trying to find a more appropriate analogy. But no, okay. On that note, the players, as we know, they're just men. They're just blokes like the rest of us. Here they are in their dressing rooms, probably all nervous, amped up. Who's got more pressure on them? Naresh, who's feeling it more? CSK to be the one side that loses to Mumbai, or Mumbai to really get that win and keep themselves with any kind of dignity in the season?
I would say CSK, purely because even the captain is not captain is new and he's not performing. Jadeja, Rohit Sharma has gone through this. Probably he's accepted the fact that we will not make it to the playoffs. Only thing we can do is give a better performance, and can we spoil sport for other teams. I would still feel Jadeja is under pressure. Yes, the last game, the way they lost, will add to that pressure. And Rishi, remember last year, it was Pollard who brought Mumbai back against CSK, probably the best innings you would have ever seen in T20s.
Yeah. Abhinav, when you think back to the various moments between these teams over the years, what one stands out when you think of these CSK, El Clasico, Mumbai clashes?
Well, there are a lot. I mean, Tommy, like Naresh mentioned, the Kotla game last year, where Kyron last to last, if I'm not wrong, where Kyron played that innings. But for me, the standout has to be that 1-run victory over CSK in the final, when Malinga got Shardul Plum in front of the last ball of the final. So I think that stands out for me, because beating CSK by 1 run and then again lifting the trophy, that's cherry on top. I think nothing better than that.
Yeah, IPL 2019 final.
Yeah, right.
Says Akshat as well. Yeah, great stuff. Okay, here's what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to jump onto Rario.com to get yourselves an NFT, a non-fungible token. And if you're wondering what an NFT is, it's a little moment in cricket, and it looks a little bit like this. This is an example of an NFT. You could own something like this from another player, a player of your choice, a player that you love. You could own it. It's like owning a piece of cricket memorabilia, owning a signed shirt, or owning but this is your chance to own an actual moment. And here is what those moments, an NFT moment, looks like.
Now it's a full toss, and he's got that away. He's got that away for 4. That's what happens. Suddenly the batsman decides, when you've got someone like Avi de Villiers, he says, right, I'm going to move around a bit and just think about boundaries. He's got his 5th 4.
AB de Villiers there. You could have that moment. So somebody will own that now. Somebody will own that shot. It's a cool thing to own. It's a digital thing to own. It goes to the whole crypto world. You can do it right now. Go to Rario.com. Anyone who's watching this show anywhere around the world, if you go to Rario.com and sign up, you'll get an NFT for free. absolutely free. And it's nice. We love the history of games. Talking of history, what's happened in the head-to-heads of these two teams over the years? We're talking about it being the El Clásico or Clásico, as I'm calling it, because one of these two teams might be Calas at the end of it. 1913, 3-2 in the last 5 meetings. Is that a fair stat, Abhinav? Are you happy with that?
Yeah, finally something to cheer all the Mumbai fans. But yeah, playing against CSK is always fun. And right now, in the last few years, I think it's been even more fun because we have beaten them quite a few times. Yes, initially during the earlier years, it was a bit of a trouble playing against them. But right now, we feel we are confident getting those 2 points tonight. And won't say much. I mean, Emma is giving me a lot of stress right now. But as a supporter, I have to back them that today is the day because I'm wearing my lucky jersey tonight.
Okay, he's got the lucky shirt on and everything. Prasanna, are you nervous? He said, look, he's having a lot of stress. He's very nervous. Are you nervous?
Well, both me and Abhinav were equally nervous given we both are Chelsea fans as well. And the shambles that happened yesterday at Stamford Bridge, we would want to put them to the side and hope that one of us is going to be even more stressed and one of us will be equal, or will be kind of neutral at the end of today's game. I think Abhinav would understand that.
Right.
Yeah, I absolutely get that.
Yeah, but always playing against Mumbai, the thing is, Mumbai are probably the only team that CS kind of feel uncomfortable playing against. Because other teams we kind of felt okay, but Mumbai, they always have the edge over us. I think that 1913, and one thing that stands out is the 2019 season where they beat us 4 times. I think that makes a huge difference to that. And Lohit has always had in one way or the other. I can see how brains are the age of hoping that can change today. And the last 2 times we beat, about the last 3 times we beat, 2 of them were last year. You can say probably starting that second because we are the first of the second of the hopefully that changes today.
Okay, let's see if it does. All right. I know who you're the rest of them. Who's
condition, a lot of eyes on him. He needs to get back to scoring fast. After the first 2 games, the lot for him to improve, and Rohit has to play that role on partner for him and scoring.
Okay, Sean Kishan still got the faith in him, though, despite the big price tag. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, everybody. I know there's some lagging issues with the video. Thank you, Akshat. And who's your player? Who's your rare?
Has to be Ritwaj Gaikwad, Tommy. He came back down last game, and I think he's done brilliantly in Jersey. I think Mumbai Indians, it's a big stage, and that he will step it up for and perform again today.
Okay. Prasanna, I'm gonna reveal Prasanna is. Listen, we're not fighting today. Prasanna, mood fighting today. What's the matter?
I don't speak myself for both teams in the game, but I don't think any of us is in the fighting mood today.
Is that true?
The kind of cricket we are playing is so trash, we don't need to talk.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, listen, we're both down and bring us together. Maybe you're right. Maybe today we do loving talk. Okay? In this clash of the bottom, we can say something nice about the other team instead. Let's flip this on the head straight away. So if you don't mind, Rishi, I'm up to now. Give me just 10 seconds of something nice about Mumbai Indians.
Okay, for me, I think about Mumbai Indians, I want few players to perform. Starting with Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav, these 4 players are set up for. So I really want them to get back into form, and they are the core of Mumbai Indians going forward. We hope that they come back into form. Even Mumbai Indians end up losing, but these 4 players perform.
Right. You want to do well, just not too well. And Abhinav, can you say something on behalf of the CSK guys?
Well, I never thought I'll be giving a loving dog for CSK. I mean, but this is how the season has been so far. But I'll make it very, very short. If you guys love us, just give us those 2 points.
Yeah.
Yes. See, given how the seasons are teams, they love more teams went to hit. If Mumbai also lost. That happened for first 4 games. 5th game we won, but they still lost. So today I think Mumbai will probably win, and we both can steer 1 out of 7, and we can maintain our friendship.
Yeah, I agree to that.
They'll both be 1 for 7. Who knows? Okay, I'll leave it to you guys to enjoy the game. Please do go to Rario comment and sign up for a free NFT. So it takes 60 seconds. It's very easy. Enjoy the game. The Classico will take place in just a little while's time. Enjoy it until then. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Good luck.